Hello everyone, my name is Bamford. Everybody calls me D. I'm a cosmic energy healer based here in beautiful San Diego, California. So today I am coming actually from a very windy San Diego, California. So I hope the wind is being very nice to us so that you can hear me okay. There's a reason why we do things all the time. I felt very called to do this video regarding, so I was like, what to title it? It's like America's Game, America's Money. And a lot of you may not agree with what I'm about to mention. I'm not asking you to agree with me or disagree, any of that, to validate anything. I would just like to, if it resonates with you, to take a few things into perspective and just think about things a little bit deeper. And so you may call this an energy update because as I tap into my guides and just really sinking this information in, it was just like, share it, just do a video about it and share it. Let's just continue to talk about it more and more. Validation, as you can see from our beautiful Mother Earth, our Mother Gaia, saying yes, validate all this information, put it out there. You've heard about the Matrix, right? All the talks about the Matrix and how we're stepping away and we're really understanding more of like being in the Matrix. Okay, one of the main things, so quick story of why this came up to the front, and it made me kind of think about it a lot, and it allowed me to look at things with a different perspective as I was tapping into my guides and all the information was coming through. So as just by America's Game, if you are in the United States, what show comes up? Wheel of Fortune, right? It's like, oh, you hear America's Game and it's Wheel of Fortune. However, this video is a little bit more deeper than that, but it is America's Game. So I was watching last night. So all this information I'm kind of delivering out pretty quickly. Last night I was watching this wall here in the United States called The Wall. And people go, they have these beautiful stories, and every time, well, sometimes when it's on, I'm like, oh, The Wall is on. I love to see people win, right? I love to see people, just have more money, be more abundant. But as I was watching that yesterday, I was like watching it, and this person, it may rip a contract that has so much money, and then they have this person, the contract was for like $250,000. If the person who was behind the wall would sign it, they go home with $250,000. However, the person playing, she still had like $495,000. But there were some red balls that still needed to drop on the wall that could take all that money away. And so there's this game in emotion. People are like, oh my gosh, I hope she doesn't lose it all. Anywho, she lost it all. I didn't even finish watching the game, the whole show. And it just kind of dawned on me. I was like, wow. And probably a lot of you out there, you'd be like, D, you're so behind on this. We've all been understanding this for so long, but just hear me out. It kind of hit me in a moment. I've been learning more and more about the Matrix and how we're stepping away from certain things and how being controlled. So fear controls, money controls also. One of the big things is that money is energy. It's just another form of currency, energy. So I'm teaching more and more about the alignment and the frequency of our energy. So when I was watching this show, I saw that, I was like, wow, I realized on me, everything that is out there, a lot of the shows that are in America, and this can be in all the other countries, you all have probably something similar to it, of course, in one way or another. But I am speaking for America, the land where I live. And there's all these shows teaching us that, work, come and play and gamble, test your luck. The Wall, in America's Got Talent, The Voice, all of those, it's like, if you're good enough, If you're good enough, you will win. You get an amount of money and a promise for something. On Wheel of Fortune, The Wall, what is the other one? The Price is Right, Jeopardy, what is the Weakest Link, Ellen DeGeneres Games of Games. There's so many. Even The Bachelor, you get love at the end. Survivor, you get money and a title. There's all these things in our face constantly telling us that if you gamble, if you prove yourself to others, they will validate it that you're worthy, that you can get all this money, that you get your dreams come true because you won $800,000. And they're all teaching us this very outside ourselves, with this outside of ourselves mentality, that if we do these things, therefore they will validate it. And that how many people are at home thinking, I wish I was at that show, or buying the lotto tickets often, or I wish I was at, that game show. I wish I was that talented, and I wish I had the courage to do so. It's just so, we're stepping away from that. So it's a big wake-up call. And then the shows that are not related to contests, are a lot of them. They're really beautiful and all that. And I watch them, and use your discernment with everything, because This Is Us is like one of my favorite ones, right? If anybody else with me on that one, I just love that show so much. But there's a lot, I realize that there's a lot of shows like, I don't know, come on top of the head, like the Gilmore Girls and like all these other shows that are like, the story with them is like, you have to overcome. You always have to overcome an obstacle. You were really poor, and then you worked really hard, you were discovered, and then you became, you survived, you became happy. But it's everything is teaching us that we're not good enough as we are. And I think at a point I already understood that, but really yesterday it was kind of head in the face, just lappy in the face, back and forth. Papa D, there you go. And I was like, oh my gosh, we need to talk more and more about this. We need to dive into this a lot more. So that's why I'm like, it is America's game. It's keeping all of us kind of down and secluded, feeding us this constant information subliminally, or however you want to put it, actually pretty darn obvious, but people just follow. All of you are absolute leaders. Why aren't they TV shows out there, that would teach us about our vibration, our worth? We're priceless, so there's no price to that. About how to better yourself. Not that you have to aspire to be on a show to make money, to teach you that you're abundant where you are, to put us in that vibrational alignment with life so that you can accomplish all of your desires, because the universe wants what you want. Everything you desire at this moment is absolutely possible. We just have to be in the vibrational state that we're receptive. Otherwise, we can be thinking, oh yeah, I want that, but inside we're fearful. We're not in alignment, so how can we make room for it? We're telling it, yes, I want you, but at the same time, I'm scared and I don't want. Trust, surrender, allow yourself, find the tools. And the thing is, things like this do exist, but we have to look for them. We have to, we discover all these beautiful spiritual teachers that are talking about it, but nobody put it in our faces as they're putting all these game shows, all these other, just TV shows out there telling us otherwise. I love Mother Nature. So that was my quick little thing. We are playing America's game. However, you have the control, you have the chips. You are the conductor of this game. Treat it as such. Pretend I'm doing great. Just why not? Even though reality is telling you, well, not reality, but your current reality. Remember, your current reality is not your ultimate destination, but it's maybe telling you something else. Just like allow yourself to be in the vibrational state in order to bring in what you desire. Allow yourself to think differently, to have a different perspective, because clearly what all of you have been doing and thinking and you still feel stuck, everything you've been doing, it hasn't worked, then shift. What if spiral up rather than what if spiral down? There are tools out there. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I hear, TV is not giving us to us. That's why we go into books, we go into groups, we find support. YouTube has a lot of content. Yes. There's Facebook groups. There's amazing teachers out there. You have Abraham Hicks. You have Michael Bernard Beckwith. You have Gabby Bernstein, speaking of alignment, speaking Chopra, Deepak Chopra. There's so many others. Don Miguel Ruiz. There's so many out there that will probably resonate with you, and know that. Use your discernment, what feels in alignment with you and what doesn't. Know the difference. But if America wants us to play their game, let's play it our way, under our rules. We come first. Our vibration comes first. And let's be done allowing outside this external media feeding us so much toxic information that is not of your highest good. Remember, I only welcome and allow high vibrational frequency into my energy field from pure source energy that is of my highest good. State that. You are amazing. You're incredible. You're amazing. You're incredible. And next time you're looking at any of those shows, or you find yourself just kind of watching and hoping those people, laughing at them and then making fun of them. I was watching Ellen Games of Games, and they were, I was laughing at the people that were falling, right? It's like, I was like, okay, the networks are making money out of them by doing silly things, and the people are in the hope of winning $100,000, which the game just changed, and now it's like you bank the money and nothing. Hopefully, yay, I got some startup. No, be your own guru. Be your own fan. Be your own celebrity. There's so much. You are beautiful. You're amazing. And you're doing the best that you can with what you know and what you have, and that is enough. Because you are enough. You have the rules of America's game. Play it your way. I'm telling you, Mother Nature is confirming. It's about time. Have a beautiful day. I love you all. And I'll see you Wednesday for Wednesday Whispers. Tons of love. Till next time.